Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read for Friday. Keeping in mind as we proceed, as always, energy is fluid, so it could pertain to the surrounding days as well, or just in general. But as you can see, I'm in a different setting. I just moved back to Los Angeles, another cross-country move for me. So it's just feeling a bit different, just adjusting, getting settled, and it's always a bit off at first, reading in a new location, if I could even speak. But let's begin and pull some tarot for Friday. Flopping out the Page of Cups. Interesting, because I was just pushed to by one of the spirits that's joined me this morning to pull a card for myself, and this was the one I got. All right, so it's a day where you are finding yourself glowing. For me, I know it's going to at least partially be due to me shifting to this new location, the move for me. But for you, it could be a self-care routine. It could be who you're communicating with. It could be a hobby, your job. It could be simply, again, like I said for myself, a location. But I feel like either way, Spirit's saying, let's pay attention to why you're glowing. But there's also a focus on whether you already began it, or you're moving towards it, or you're contemplating, thinking about, maybe researching in regards to a new, fulfilling, emotionally satisfying beginning for you. All right. And there's something about somebody who wants to reconnect with you, whether they're trying to throughout this day, surrounding it or not, or they are simply thinking about you, or you somehow think about them. They're saying when pigs fly. All right. I haven't got that message in a while. But there's also a focus on your connection to your higher self. That's come up in my daily reads recently as well. But the Two of Wands and the Ten of Swords coming out, because I feel like it's a day where you are thinking about what you don't have, right? What do you need? What do you want? But Spirit's saying, don't get too caught up in the mundane details. Just go after what you desire, or get ready to do so. There's a sense of you looking out to what could happen for the better and for the worse. But Spirit's saying your world is in your hands, in your grasp. So let's just do what we have to do. All right. A sense of you thinking about the pros and cons of what's at hand in comparison to the past, and as well with what's at hand in comparison to what you are thinking about for the future. I'm hearing you're better off in a situation in comparison to the past. Let's remember that, all right? Because it feels like certain, I'm hearing difficulties or certain negatives may come to focus, right? But don't get caught up in letting that ruin the overall picture. But the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, it feels like a lot's coming towards you, kind of a Seven of Wands vibe. And I feel like there's a lot of communication coming into play throughout this day. You could be doing a lot of which for whatever reason or reasons. But I feel like Spirit's communicating with you. You could find that you're thinking about upcoming communication, thinking about past communication. So it's one of those days where you're thinking about the past, the potentials for the future, and communication in regards to your current day situation, or situations is what I'm getting. But the Page of Pentacles, you could be thinking about researching, even communicating in regards to a new beginning tied to your money, the potential to make more money. It could be in regards to your something to invest in, right? Where do you want to live? What do you want to do? Sorry, I just saw something spiritual. But I do feel like all the meanwhile, you are also thinking about your connection to nature, your surroundings, and how that connects to your overall, overall well-being, and how that affects you for the better or for the worse, if I didn't say that already. Got a little bit lost there, sorry. But 414, look up that angel number meaning. Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. All right, there's thoughts about somebody who you could potentially, or maybe multiple people, multiple suitors, the potential of which who could potentially be good for you. For whatever reason, Spirit's pushing you to think about money, and the lack thereof which, but also to think about the potential for love. You could also be thinking about somebody, for a select handful drawn to the reading, somebody who you're already connected to or once were, but for a lot drawn to the reading, it's somebody new that you haven't actually met yet, or yeah, the potential of which. the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. It feels like Spirit's reminding you that when something gets set into place, right, whether it already did, could be something for the future, could be both, things are just going to fall into place more so, right? There's a reminder, very importantly, that you need to continue to or start to once again trust your intuition, because it's guiding you in the right direction, all right, or in the right directions. Something about you knowing more than meets the eye, more than other people think. And it's like, for a lot of times with the reading like myself, you can see right through things, right? Somebody's intentions, their actions, the negatives and the positives, the potential of an opportunity. So again, that reminds you to trust what you feel, what you know, what you're getting communication wise on a multitude of levels. All right. 553, look up the angel number meaning. But I feel like with these two cards being on the board, there's truly something new about how you're going to make your money moving forward, or about how you're going to be investing your money, or both. But there's a feeling of you being reminded that there's a lot of financial rewards and other type of prosperity on the horizon for you. And it feels like you're very much protected. And there's evidence of that from the past, right? If we think back in a selective manner. But there's definite evidence of that in regards to your current day situation, and more so moving forward. There's a huge focus on you moving forward, but needing to be, I'm hearing the word content, but more so satisfied, even more so fulfilled with what you have at hand, and recognize that you're making the right choices. So let's not second guess. Even if certain factors of your life, even I'm hearing at a distance, are beginning to or trying to push you to second guess this, or once were, all right? But the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, again, with the 7 to the 8, you're being pushed to recognize or to remember, or both, that things are moving in the right direction step by step, day by day, moment by moment, in levels of progress by levels of progress. Interesting. But it feels like it's a day where what you're being reminded, I feel like, again, that where you put your energy, where you put your resources, your efforts, that's going to prosper. That's going to be watered and therefore grow. And I feel like you are going to be spoken through by Spirit. So if something feels kind of random, a little bit off, or just unexpected when you're speaking, it's a Spirit. All right. But I also feel like you're being reminded you need to be hydrating. Okay. There's also a focus on your habits, and how you at times tell yourself or communicate to the universe, to Spirit, that you're going to improve this or that, remove this or that, or minimize things, and then you don't, right? Holding yourself accountable is what I'm now getting, okay? Now getting music to my ears, as I just did that with my fingers on the desk, and I was getting kind of a piano vibe. So I feel like there's something or somebody or something you're hearing, watching, something's music to your ears, okay? It's just very satisfying and ideal for you. I feel like there's going to be a message from Spirit through a synchronicity of some sort that you need to either write down, look up, find the meaning to it, dig a bit deeper. Don't just discard it, okay? So again, it's a day where there's other levels of communication once again, but you are getting communication from Spirit, to say the very least. But I feel like you're in the mood to get things done, okay? But it doesn't feel like a stressful vibe in that sense. But you may find there's kind of a feeling of either you're thinking back to faster paced times, or you're thinking about how to more so move towards that. Interesting. Let's pull a couple more. They're saying something is a wish fulfillment. Something is a wish fulfillment, whether you have it at hand now, you're moving towards it, or you're thinking about doing so. And you deserve whatever it is for you, so don't second guess it. Of course, trust your intuition once again, and selectively what Spirit's communicating to you. But you deserve this fulfillment, this golden vibe, and what feels ideal for you. Okay, putting yourself first is what I'm getting, and it's not a selfish vibe. That's being smart, that's being strategic, and that's pushing you forward towards more fulfillment, happiness, and healthy vibes, right? We need to be moving towards healthy vibes. Let's go a couple more. The World. as well as the Queen of Swords. What do we need to release in order to change our world for the better? What have we released in order to change our world for the better? And what is going to need to be released moving forward? It's a day focused upon effort, improvement, and communication once again. Interesting reading. So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time.